Hi, my name is Miss Eilbert and I teach 8th grade math, and I'm here to talk to you about a book I just read that Miss A recommended to me called Kinda Like Brothers by Co. Booth. I really enjoyed this book. It's about a boy named Jarrett who's in the 6th grade, and I really enjoyed hearing about Jarrett's friends and his family, and he has a really caring mother who brings foster children into their house, and they're usually babies. But in this book, she has a kid who is Jarrett's age, and he's in about 6th grade, I believe. Yes, he's in 6th grade, and this kid and Jarrett don't get along super well at first. Jarrett is getting used to sort of these babies and everything, but he has a hard time getting along with this kid. And he also doesn't really know this kid's story, and he's very curious about it. And as the story goes on, he learns more about it, and he learns to kind of sympathize more with Kevin, the boy who's staying with him. And it's very interesting to see them go back and forth, just like any, middle school boys out there, how they're friends one day and then they're mad at each other the next and everything. So I really enjoyed the story, and I think that both characters grow a lot over the course of it. So I'm going to read you from the very beginning a passage that I think gives you an idea of what the book is like. So, and in this passage, Kevin and his baby sister have just shown up at Jarrett's house and are meeting him and his mom. Okay, so Mom, both of the caseworkers, the baby and the boy, walked into the living room. And since he wasn't all hunched over looking at the floor anymore, the first thing I noticed was how tall he was. He wasn't a giant, but he was probably at least 4 inches taller than me. None of this was fair at all. Then I got a good look at what he was wearing. Nothing special really, just a pair of blue no-name brand sweatpants and a plain black t-shirt. But everything was way too big on him. It all looked new too, even the sneakers he had on, some cheap sneakers that nobody in Newark would be caught dead wearing. The caseworker carrying the baby sat down on the couch, and the other one sat next to her. Then the boy sat in one of the chairs on the other side of the room. He still didn't say anything, and I wasn't even sure if he saw me yet. I was staring at him, though. I just wanted to figure out what he was thinking, what it must be like for him being in this apartment with people he never met before, knowing that in a little while the caseworkers were about to leave him here. The only thing I could tell by looking at him was that he was tired, real tired. And that made me think about what my mom said about them being through a lot tonight, and all I wanted to know is what happened to them. And who did it? The kettle whistled, and I turned it off before my mom could tell me to. Mom asked if any of the caseworkers wanted any tea, and they both said no, they were okay. "What's your name, sweetheart?" my mom asked the boy. "Kevin," he mumbled. "I'm Miss Ashby. Are you hungry? Would you like some juice?" He shook his head. This caseworker who wasn't holding the baby said, "He ate at the hospital. This boy can eat. He had 2 cheeseburgers. She smiled kind of weak at him, but he didn't smile back or anything. The caseworker gave my mom a folder. This is some information on Kevin. He's in very good health, no allergies. The only concern is his teeth. Tonight he was seen by the emergency room dentist. "Okay, I'll call my dentist in the morning," said Miss Ashby. This kind of talk went on for a few more minutes till, for some reason, my mom remembered me and said to the caseworkers, "Oh, this is my son, Jarrett." I half smiled and kind of waved. There were always caseworkers in my house, either dropping off babies or picking them up. I didn't think I ever met these 2 before, but I wasn't sure. They all start to look the same after a while. I could tell my mom wanted to talk to the caseworkers by herself, because all of a sudden she said, "Jarrett, take Kevin to your room and let him put his bag down." And then she flashed me a look, which I think was supposed to tell me not to ask Kevin any questions about why he got taken away and put with us. "Okay," I said, not really feeling like going through with this, but there was no getting out of it. So I started to walk down the hall with him following me, and the truth was, he looked like he wanted to be there as much as I wanted him there. Not at all. So I highly recommend this book if you kind of just enjoy, I really enjoyed the characters and watching them change over the course of the book. So if that's something that kind of interests you, I would highly recommend this book, and go check it out in the library if you'd like to read it.